Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Razorbacks ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tigers' offense will get first crack at it here. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami.
There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Yeah, I tell you what, when you start a game in the first quarter and you show me I will run my quarterback like you did here, it makes me defend the whole field. It makes me a lot more nervous. You can tell this quarterback will be a threat throughout this football game.
Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. He's got it on the right. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Scott. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's time to see if they can deliver.
Yeah, and the offseason was so much more important when you know you're playing a highly ranked team to start the season. Attention to detail higher, excitement higher, a chance to go out and prove something very early in the season.
The play-action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Just what they've hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Give to the running back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards, and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to the ground. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. He'll pull it on the read. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on fourth down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year, the juices are flowing, you march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Right back to the well. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive lineman the hog mop.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Auburn sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Razorbacks have their offense in high gear. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He'll try to slam it in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Quarterback sneak, wedging himself into the line. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to UConn. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Trying to make magic on the scramble. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Finding an escape route. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Wants to throw on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Auburn! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. He'll keep it himself. He's loose. It's a seam wide open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Holds and fires complete to the right. Here's why this was so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He's going to run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. It's a running room. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Just a short pass to the tight end. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. They'll run for it on third and short. They knock him down, but not before he picks up a first down for Auburn. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's ball. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll go to work in the air on second down. This one's complete. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work in Auburn, Alabama so far, and welcome into the halftime report. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. Quick completion to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Got a man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes a grab into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 27 over Louisiana Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Auburn lines up quickly. Sends it back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Got the quick pass. Smashes through the tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a crease. It's Scott. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Right back to the well. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking to throw on third. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he's already put 1 3-spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning on the Jets. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Oh, the ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's complete to the left. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He'll do it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Quick completion on the out. Oh, a lot of space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner. Not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism. He's got length. He's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Off the RPO, complete. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Handoff to the single running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Brown. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. This time they'll go to the running game. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Razorbacks are on the move. He'll pull it on the read. Nice move there. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll keep it himself. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And the beatdown has ensued.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week one, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock.
Turning it on! Finds his tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on first and goal. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Can the defense stop them again on the sneak? Scores it.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 8 over the Bloopers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. The throw. The sure hands, it's ball. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Safe completion on the screen. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Just keeps slinging it. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Ready to fire from the pistol. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
When you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Assuming they can wrap this one up, guys, they've served notice early in the season. Winning a game like this, that this passing game will have to be dealt with.
Yeah, top 10 team too, because everybody knew the talent they had coming back on offense, the playmakers at the skill positions. And David, we've seen it early this season. In this game, they've been throwing it all over the yard.
Yeah, but you do want to see it against good competition. So that's what's fun about today. Like, proving it against a really good team. We can talk about, you know, this guy's a star, this guy's a star. Now doing it like this on this stage, now I'm a believer.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Brown. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent.